think na game changer siya kasi mapag-uusapan uli yung flood control project issue. Especially that the Ombudsman already implicated Martin Romualdez as the mastermind.
Sa tingin po ninyo, magiging game changer ho ba itong bagong liderato ngayon ng Senado, Misas, sa impeachment trial ni Vice President Sara Duterte at yung issue naman ng flood control anomaly?
Well, I really think na game changer siya kasi mapag-uusapan uli yung flood control project issue. Especially that the Ombudsman already implicated Martin Romualdez as the mastermind. Okay? And if that's the case, then di pwede na natin pag-usapan yung sinabi ng mga Marines, ex-Marines sa delivery ng pera and etc. Now, regarding the impeachment of Vice President, the impeachment trial of Vice President Sara, it's really, it is a game changer in a sense na kasi si Senator Alan Peter Cayetano is a lawyer. He knows the law. He knows the rules of evidence. So I believe that the trial, he will not allow the trial to be used as for publicity purposes. Kasi kung wala kang alam sa rules of evidence, kung ikaw yung presiding judge dyan, baka naman kung ano-anong you will allow, hindi ba? na mangyari dyan sa trial. And given the votes, given na to be exact is 9 lang sila na siguradong magko-convict, hindi siya aabot. Okay, so I think the impeachment trial is like yung parang may parallel kasi yung si Donald Trump and Inday Sara, di ba? Si Donald Trump ilang beses din siyang na-impeach ng Kongreso, ng US lower house. And then pagdating sa Senado, doon na nagkakaroon ng blockage. And then eventually Donald Trump became president, for better or for worse. So is most probably the impeachment, mahirapan silang i-convict President Sara Duterte given the turnout of the votes. Unless talagang gumawa talaga sila ng bonggang-bonggang maneuver like hulihin si, di ba ang dami na nilang gustong hulihin?
Di lang yun, sis. May huhulihin, may kakasuhan.
Kaya nga, huhulihin, ikukulong si Senator Bongo, Senator Bato de la Rosa, Senator Joel Villanueva, Senator Jinggoy Estrada,
Escudero.
So 5 na yan. So can you imagine, pag 5, 19 lang. Pag 19 lang sila dyan, ilan na ang kailangang required votes pag 19? 19, 3/4 of 19. At 2/3 of 19. So kailangan lang nila ng 12 in order to convict Vice President Sara Duterte. So parang pinabababa nila yung threshold of conviction, hindi ba? So hindi na siya fair process because you're actively maneuvering. You're actually actively maneuvering the number of judges in order for you to lower the threshold of conviction. That's not a fair process at all. And kaya makikita natin, habang tumatakbo ito, makikita ng taong bayan talaga kung ano talaga itong impeachment, what this impeachment is all about. This is all about to actually improve their chances of having a shot in 2028. And I repeat what former Senator Trillanes also said, that 2026 is their deadliest deadline. Pag wala na raw itong 2026, at hindi nila maganda si Sara,
Opo.
it's over. I don't know if you can if you have a file video, but I believe that Trillanes said it in one of his interviews na yun ang kanyang sinabi na pag hindi nila nagawa ito ng 2026, wala na. Sara, tuloy-tuloy na si Sara sa 2028. And bad for them kasi even campaign funders would hesitate to fund them if Sara is a candidate in 2028. So this is all about 2028, mga kababayan. So wag kayong magpapaloko because niloloko na nga tayo. Nakalagay na nga dun sa AMLAC report na glitch yung kay Mans Castro. Nandun na mismo sa AMLAC report, hindi pa nila binasa. So ano tawag dyan? That is lying by omission. Thank you so much.
Opo.
At mabuhay ang SMNI.
Thank you, Sas.
Kayo talagang may kasalanan na nangyayari.
Maraming salamat, Sas. Maraming salamat, Prof, sa inyong oras.
Wait a minute. Wait lang.
Sige
Mayroon akong comment doon sa yung rules of, yung sinasabing, tawag nito, sabi, kung game changer ba? Ay, isa lang masasabi ko. Game changer ang pagpapalit ng leadership sa Senado because in a way, there will be a chance for a fair and square Senate impeachment trial against the Vice President. But one thing though that we have to remember, the objective is not only 2028. If you really look and analyze and read the strategy of the other side, of the other parlor, hindi lang naman ang 2020 the objective preventing Sara from running, okay? Or for them to have greater chances of winning in 2028. It's also more about destroying the image, the reputation, and everything about Sara and everything about the Duterte. Kasi in a Senate trial, it's open. There would always be two sides. You have the prosecution and you have the defense. And now the prosecution will present its case, the defense will defend. Now, yun ang kailangan nating tandaan kasi this is a battle of public perception and public opinion. And one thing that we have to remember, the senators will vote based on the perception of the public, kung asan ang sentimento ng publiko at nasaan ang sympathy ng publiko. So in a way, the side of the Vice President should be very attentive to all of these things because there are two things that I can see. This is not just about removing the Vice President. This is not just about preventing her from running for 2028. Of course, these are part of this, the scheme of this impeachment, substantially speaking, primarily this one. But the second objective is to destroy the Vice President in terms of image, in terms of reputation, and in terms of anything that, and we're saying like Sara is malinis and i-destroy nila yan. Of course, the public will never have the chance to dig deeper and analyze. So ang kailangan maintindihan ngayon ng mga supporters ni Inday is bantayan ito at how will you defend yung mga lalabas sa side ng prosecution and how you gonna counter that with the truth, not just in the Senate trial but even in the court of public opinion, and that's basically media. So I think the SMNI will have a greater role in all of these things. So maraming salamat at magandang gabi. Hello Pastor, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Circus and our political in terms of politics in the country, that's another